when it seemed like it had been building in the other direction? What was the key down the stretch?
I just think our resolve, our guys showed a lot of character, a lot of fight. It was disappointing to give up so many offensive rebounds and second chance points. But, once – and foul on top of that. But once, we kept our togetherness. We never got too down. Guys were chirping, talking, communicating. It's constantly encouraging one another to be better on the defensive glass. But the biggest thing, we had 10 turnovers, 7 points, but for the most part, we took care of the ball. We got good shots. We stayed in attack mode, playing downhill, and we were able to get to the free throw line ourselves, and a +7 from the free throw line in terms of makes. It helped us, and we were able to knock down some threes. So, hard-fought game. It's a hell of a ball club over there. They're very well coached. It was just one of those great nights and a hell of a game. I wish I could have watched it as a fan and not been sweating, underneath my half zip. But our guys stayed competing, stayed together, stayed aggressive, and I think that was the recipe.
LeBron had mentioned on the court that the play where Dennis comes in and gets the steal was something that you guys had talked about in the timeout. Can you just tell us what that discussion was and then how it was executed?
You mean just right there?
Yeah, Dennis the steal on Bain. Yeah.
Well, we always want to give ourselves a chance to create a turnover. We try to get one trap in. We knew we were going to have to foul, but before we just go ahead and foul, a lot of times guys get a little antsy in that position when they have the ball. And he was in a tight area, right, just hugging the half-court line. So Dennis coming, and Juan did a great job not fouling, showing his hands, and Dennis coming in and him exposing the ball. I don't know if he really saw Dennis, but Dennis' aggressiveness, again, to go in there and swipe the ball out without fouling, and then to attack. I've been telling them to be assertive, be aggressive. Even when Brown and Russell on the floor, when AD gets back, Dennis is a special player. He's fast. He's great when he plays downhill, and that's what he did. He didn't settle. He went attacked the rim hard, got the foul and one.
Darwin, stepping back just a little bit, you guys played pretty good teams here over the past 8 days and went 2-3. But how do you feel about things like fight, things like resolve in this group when you kind of look at this homestand? And what does that say moving forwards as maybe things get a little better in terms of the manpower you have?
I mean, you don't know if you can do it unless you do it. And we kept fighting and coming up short. And it's been like that the entire season. We know what we're capable of. Our pregame walkthrough, I told them, we respect all of our opponents. That's for damn sure. But we've shown what we can be and what we can do when we come out with a competitive mindset, a mindset to be together on both sides of the ball, and to remain aggressive and hold ourselves accountable when we're not playing the right way. And I think you saw all of that. And to get a win like this, it's a momentum swing. All the guys felt kind of down after the Sacramento game. We went back in, took a look at ourselves, addressed some areas that we needed to get better at during film yesterday. And the guys came out and competed their butts off, man, and really just fought all the way to the end. There's no way we're winning this game if we don't have the type of fight down the stretch that we had. So I think, you have to see yourself be successful when you play like that as well. To play like that for 46, 47 minutes and lose right there at the tail end of a game, it's extremely discouraging. But to do this and then come out with the win against a team like that, championship caliber ball club, I think it goes a long way for our spirit, our mentality, and, just our togetherness.
Hey, Darwin, back to what you're talking about with Dennis. What is it about his makeup with both his skills and decision-making that enabled him to pull off that play?
I mean, his instincts defensively. He's one of our better perimeter defenders and better defenders overall. And he knows how to make big plays in big moments. He's not afraid of the moment. And he's quick, has great hands, quick hands. And, he's not afraid. He knows myself and my staff, we have the utmost confidence in him to go make a play. And those 5 guys on the court at the end, from Dennis to K. Nunn stepped up, had some great, tracked down some 50-50 balls, and Bron and Russ, and Russ's defense on Ja Morant at the end. it was great. And he stepped up in the huddle, Russ did, and said, I got him. Let me take him. And that's the type of assertiveness that we need to go where we want to go.
Following up on that, you need a momentum swing like tonight. Who came out and set the tone for you guys?
It was a little bit of everybody. Bron is going to always be Bron. Pat Bev, he takes challenges. Dennis, I think his defense early on with Ja in that first half set the tone, and he was locked in and really focused. Russ coming off the bench the way he did, we gave up a ton of offensive rebounds for so many damn points, but it just guys just kept going. The energy stayed right, and we looked at it watched our halftime edit, and guys just knew, hey man, let's go win a game. Juan Toscano Anderson, I said, come on, let's play together, let's compete, let's play together. He said, how about let's win? And the guys you just saw the whole room nodding their head like, yeah, it's about that time. And that spirit, it just carried us through the second half.